chicken coop. Alright, so this spring I decided I wanted to have chickens again this year. So this has been the project that my dad and I have been working on. Well, mostly my dad. Okay, a little bit me too. I haven't finished my path here. We haven't obviously finished the outside. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna eventually finish the path whenever everything else is done with the building. I'll finish the path with the rest of the bricks and some more rock down in here, and eventually it'll look nice. Well, let me get closer to it and then I'll show you. So we'll walk down the path in the wintertime. It'll be kind of nice. We'll walk down the path and be able to come out here and feed and water the chickens. So eventually there'll be a door right here, so that you can go into the chicken run, and then there'll obviously be a door for the chickens into the building. I got an automatic door, so eventually we'll get that installed. We do have some baby chicks in there right now, but they don't really need to be out just yet. And eventually there will be a roof on this, very much just like the roof that's on the building right now. So we go along the path here, and I actually found this, it's not really a stump. I'm going to use it for a bench. It's kind of rotten on the bottom, but I'm going to actually flip it over so that the rotten part goes down into the soil, and then it'll be a nice bench. But behind that, where that little broken piece of cinder block is, I've got a climbing rose bush that I'm actually eventually going to put in here. I just didn't want to put it in here while we're working and it's in the way. We've got some other azaleas and stuff to pretty up around the outside, but I just wanted to kind of do a before and after. I didn't do very much of the before. I do have a few pictures that I'll probably have at the beginning of this, and you've probably seen them already anyhow. Yeah, so there where you see those blocks in the chicken pen is actually where we're gonna cut a hole in the building, and I have an automatic feeder that we're gonna you'll be able to feed it, you'll be able to load it from inside, but they'll be able to eat from the outside. And so I'll have to continue making that platform a little bit better for them when we get to that. But anyhow, as you can see, we were having trouble with some wasps, but I think we've got them under control now, but I just haven't finished cleaning up. So anyhow, all right, so next step right now is to get the chicken wire put on, or it's not even chicken wire, it's not poultry wire, it's just fencing. I decided to go with a slightly larger fencing than poultry. They won't really be out here unless we're home, so I'm not too terribly worried about predators now. Alright, and so obviously I need to do some TLC here at the front of our path, broken blocks, etc. But that can all wait till we get the building done. The plans here, as you can see, we're kind of started, but we're actually going to have a window in here, and we are planning on solar panel right in this area here, so we'll be working on that in the fall. Right now it was mostly this spring just about getting the building done so that I could get my chicks. I actually had ordered them. I had to order from 3 different places to get what I wanted. So one set is already in there. They've been here for about 4 weeks, and next week we are going to get guineas, and the week after that we'll have some more baby chicks. Ow! And bees are stinging me. Yeah, the bees are out pretty good right now. They're loving my garden over there. Anyhow, I think we're on the path to their fields of last year corn, this year soybeans, and so we're kind of in the middle of their flight path. Sometimes it feels like. Anyhow, I just kind of wanted to come out and give a little bit of a update on what's happening. We'll probably be continuing this project through the fall, and I don't know, this video may not appear until next year. Anyhow, and then this tree right here, we believe is a mulberry tree, and where I'm standing right now, let's see if I can get just a shot of the grass here. You can see how it's kind of nasty grass right here. It was actually a mound, about a 4-foot high mound, and that tree was on the opposite side of it. So yeah, 4-foot high mound, probably 15 feet around, that we had a friend of ours come and dig out and actually fill in another spot in our yard on the other side of the house, where actually now I'm thinking, boy, that would be really pretty for a pond. But yeah, we just had them fill in the stuff that was over here in a pile over there. Anyhow, you know, whatever. Pond is a, retirement goal, right? Anyhow, all right, so going around the building here, and I'll show you out back. So this is the field out back. Last year it was corn. This year they're doing soybeans. Next year it might be corn. I don't know. But anyhow, it's nice that, as far as I can see, there are no other houses there. There is a house off to my left-hand side right now. My nearest neighbor, nice guy. Anyhow, it's nice to have a neighbor somewhat close. You never know, but it's also kind of nice to be able to look out and just see farmland and trees and woods and quail. There's a lot of quail out here. Probably shouldn't, I don't know if I should have said that or not. Conservation Department in Missouri is trying to get the quail population back up. So, all right, so the back of the building, swinging around here, sorry about that. This is as wide as I can get right now. Let me see if I can back up and show you a little bit better. So the back of the building here, we actually did, I will actually be able to come around back here between the building and the fence. I can bring my wagon back here, and my wagon is actually at the level of, if I open this up, let me try and do all this one-handed here. If we open this up, well, we'll go ahead and, oh, you can tell how much moisture we've had and how much we don't have now. You can kind of see we haven't finished inside here. There will be a fenced wall at the end of this piece of plywood platform here. There's our door right there. And this platform will actually be where the chickens are. And it'll be about 6 inches of bedding, so that we'll do the deep litter method of bedding. And then they will actually have access to this part, and I have access to the other couple feet there, so that I can come into the building without having to worry about stepping on them or them coming out, etc. There's a big old spider right there. Anyhow, right now I'm having a little trouble one-handed trying to get these latches to come undone. So we may just forget about this. Okay, latch number 1. Ooh, nice big spider there. Let's see if I can get latch number 2. Probably not. Anyhow, the point is this will drop down, and then you can just scoop all the bedding out into your wagon, this is at wagon height. As you can see, we have some critters already. I would imagine that's raccoon. Yeah, raccoon. I was trying to think of something else, but yeah, it's raccoon. I'm sure investigating this building, how to get in here and get those little baby chicks that are in there. All right, so let me shut this back up. Oop, let me shut it the other way. Shut it the correct way. So we need to do a little bit of fix up back here. Obviously some more painting, some more etc. I'm gonna actually do the trim eventually. Gonna do it with a nice stencil, probably something kind of a Scandinavian stencil. Anyhow, and so eventually we'll get this all wired, framed in, fenced in, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and we actually plan on down at the bottom. I've got some cinder blocks that we plan on putting around the bottom for extra protection from the predators. Anyhow, let's go back around here. Ooh, nice in the shade. It's about, I don't know, after mowing I would say it's 100 degrees, but it's probably about 95 degrees Fahrenheit today, and I just finished mowing, so I'm a little bit hot. Anyhow, all right, so we go in here. It's kind of messy right now. I apologize, but yeah. So let's take a look. Okay, so it's an 8x8 building. And as you can see, I do have some baby chicks right now. We are working on finishing the wall here. So there'll be a wall that goes right up from the platform here, all the way up to the top. I'll show you the top, the roof rafters there. And when we get done, we'll explain what went wrong there. But anyhow, so we'll have a wall there. There'll be a door, obviously, that I can open and reach in and grab them off the roost or something like that. We haven't got our roosts in yet. Hopefully we're going to work on that today or tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, we do have some chicks already. I've got 7 of them down in there. They're kind of hiding back in the corner. Because the bad part about this setup is I have not been able to do much socializing. So they're big chickens. That's what they are. Also, they're starting to establish the pecking order, and so they're getting a little bit antsy in there. So we're wanting to get this done and get them popped up to the top here where they've got a little bit more room, and get the door opening so that they can get out to the chicken coop. We may be able to put the door in before we actually get the roof on, and just kind of let them out during the day. Where we don't have so many predators here that we need to worry about it so much during the day. The roof is kind of more, well, it is predator proof as well, but it's also a little bit of weatherproofing out in the chicken pen. So anyhow, all right. So under here we actually have some storage space. So I'll usually have some chicken feed. I probably won't have much extra bedding because we're going to do the deep litter method, but there's a bedding there and I can put some in the corner here. This corner actually will be for where we're going to have our solar set up. So there'll be a large battery, large battery wires, etc. Eventually this building will also have, let me kind of swing you around here and see if we can see. So along here, let me step out again. Up in here, we will actually be hanging a pendant light. So it'll come probably right in about there, and it'll come down the wall, or actually probably down the left-hand side wall, sorry. No, actually it probably will come down this wall. We have to have a plug-in here for our automatic door, so we'll probably run the light. So I'm going to show you what we did wrong, just so that if anybody ever wants to build a style of building similar to this, they can know, don't do this. So let me see if I can zoom in and get it without it getting me. Yeah, so see that little critter right there? There's quite a few of them, and they're loving this building. So the thing that we learned after the fact is that if I had to put this, I'm going to get out of here because there's a couple of them. If I would have put the screen on the rafters before we put the metal roof on, life would have been a whole lot better. My dad was figuring that we would just do a drop ceiling, and I guess I hadn't really explained that I was looking for wanting to leave the rafters open so that the chicks could get up in there, and so the chicks could get up in there and roost. Well, it's looking like we're maybe going to have to put a drop roof in somewhere, because even though I tried to put some netting screen up there, they're still getting in, and they've actually made a nest in here. So yeah, I don't know if we can see it or not. Anyhow, that water,